Welcome back. James Harden back in the Philadelphia 76ers lineup after missing some time. And his return game was back in his old stomping grounds in Houston for a matchup against the Rockets, and Harden picked up where he left off. How about the three-pointer and then the dime from the bearded one? A beautiful dish to Shake Melton for the finish. At the half, it's the Sixers up by a point. In the third, Harden with a dime to Joel Embiid. And then it's Embiid with the grown man deuce. Joel would foul out of this game, though, in large part due to the aggression of guys like Jalen Green. With this game tied at 105, under 2 to go, it's Green, the deuce plus the foul. Rockets up by 3. Harden maybe got away with a push-off. So what? He's a legend in Houston. He knocks in the game, tying 3. We're tied at 108 with 3 seconds to go. Green gets a look to win this one at the buzzer. It's no good, and we shall go to overtime. In OT number 1, Kevin Porter Jr. gets a chance to give the Rockets the lead. 2 seconds to go. He misses the free throw. Now Philly's got a chance to win it in overtime. Guess who gets a look? How sweet would that have been for the bearded one? It's no good, though. We would go to a second overtime, and at that point, Embiid had fouled out. Harden's on a minute restriction. He still played 38 minutes in this one. Pretty much Philadelphia waved the white flag, and the Rockets took advantage of that. 24 points for Kevin Porter Jr., 27 points for Jalen Green. Rockets get the pretty unusual win. They beat Philly in double OT. Yeah, I hope you didn't gamble on this game, because I could have told you to keep your money. Number one, it's James Harden in his first game back from injury. His return game was in Houston, where he's literally a strip club legend. And not to mention that, Lil Baby, one of his close partners, is at the game, and it was Lil Baby's birthday. Come on now. What are we doing here? If you put some money on Sportsbook for this game, you are a fool. And I wish you would have talked to me beforehand, because I would have told you to keep your bread, partner. I would have told you not to bet it on Philadelphia in this one. James Harden's first game back, his first game back is in Houston, and Lil Baby in town for his birthday? Hey, you thought the Rockets were going to lose to the Sixers with all those variables going against Philadelphia? If I was Joel Embiid, I would have just sat the game out. I would have just said, to hell with this. Forget it. I ain't even finna be a part of this. My body's got a limit on how much wear and tear it can take. I'm not finna waste not a minute of my career on James Harden's return night for a team that he played for, where he left in ugly fashion, in a city that he's a legend on and off the court, with Lil Baby in town for Lil Baby's birthday? I would have never played if I was Joel Embiid. If I was Doc Rivers, I wouldn't have coached a damn game. I would have never got out there with James Harden. He was awful from the field. You want to know why? Most likely because he had something else on his mind, which was Lil Baby and the party that they were going to get to that night. And by the way, I can confirm that Harden and Lil Baby did go out that night. You think? Duh. It's James Harden and Lil Baby. I ain't mad at him. Look, I got nothing but love for Lil Baby. Y'all know that. Lil Baby's one of my favorite artists in the game today. I'm not betting on James Harden in his return game with Lil Baby in town, though. It's over with. Now, I do believe the Sixers are going to win some games here once Harden gets going. He was actually shooting the ball decently from the field to kick off the season. Then he started to struggle a little bit. Then he got injured. So I want to see how James Harden looks back in a non-Houston Lil Baby in town game. So I do want to see the bearded one get back with Harden out. Joel Embiid did establish himself again as not only the number one option in Philadelphia. I think that was clear. But what I really loved was Joel Embiid was back to getting the ball the way he needed the basketball. Now, with James in the lineup playing point guard, James is getting Joel Embiid the ball this year. So I don't want to make it seem like James is not getting Joel Embiid the ball. But for all my basketball aficionados out there, this is why they pay FERRO the big bucks to break this stuff down to you. What's happening is James Harden is giving Joel Embiid the ball the way that the way that James Harden wants the ball given to Joel Embiid, if that makes sense. I'm sorry for confusing you. I damn near confused myself. Harden is getting the ball to Joel Embiid the way he wants to get the ball to Joel Embiid, which sometimes makes a superstar a little uncomfortable. We're looking at Anthony Davis right now. LeBron has been trying to pass that torch to AD for the last 3 years. But LeBron was also still trying to get 30, 32 points a game while passing the torch. Guys like Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid, I know this sounds crazy, but I believe this. I believe their egos need to be fed pretty much as any superstars we got in the league. And I think they need the ball the way that they want it, whenever they want it. And that's a little bit of a conflict with the way that James Harden plays basketball. James plays basketball, dribble, dribble, dribble. Let me try to go screen with one of my bigs and see if I got some motion on a big. Let me go step back three. Let me try to get to my spot. Oh, and if I don't got nothing, then I get a big fella the ball, which he'll give Joel Embiid the ball enough of the time. But again, Embiid is taking a good amount of last-second shot clock shots. Again, it's just not the spots that he wants the ball. And he's the best player on the court. So I do believe it's in Philadelphia's best interest to actually take James off the ball. You don't even need a star at point guard. Like, I would be open. This is my honest truth. I would be open to going a smaller lineup on that perimeter with a standard point guard. I'm talking about like a Rajon Rondo type of guy. A standard point guard when Maxey gets back at the 2, Harden at the 3, and then whoever you want to go, Tobias at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5. I actually think that would make a little more sense. You need a standard floor general type of point guard that doesn't care about his shot. Like, I think a lot of times Joel Embiid is already psyching himself out on possessions when Harden's got the ball because you don't think he's going to make the play that you want him to make on offense. So I am excited to watch Philadelphia over the next few weeks with James back in the lineup. It should be fun. They're one of the most compelling storylines in the league. I'm just not finna be betting and watching James Harden on a random Monday night against the Houston Rockets with Lil Baby in town for his birthday. It's over with. I knew that wasn't going to be good basketball.